Hey, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're looking at the expansion for Village called Village Port, which is the second expansion release for this game. This is going to be the rules, setup, and playthrough for that expansion. If you want anything to do with the first expansion or the base game, like the rules or playthrough, click on the link below to go directly there. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment on my videos. That would be amazing. Let's just get started right away. Alright, for setup, set up everything like you would for the base game except for these 6 tokens that were used for the travel action. Go back in the game box and we're going to replace that whole section with the shipping board here. So you're just going to lay this on top and make sure everything aligns properly like that. Alright, now we're going to fill up some things on the board itself. So you're going to have tea and cacao tiles. So what you're going to use is the amount of players plus 1. So in a 3-player game we'll use 4. And you're going to do the exact same thing for both of these. So there's 4 of each in a 3-player game. There will be 5 in a 4-player game. Now for the chest, don't look at the back side, give it a good shuffle. And then just place them on the treasure chest area right over there. Lastly for that board is we just have to place every player's ship at the dock. And there you go, so that whole board is ready to go. Now we just have to set up our captains. So this is our captain deck. There are 3 kinds. You're going to see up here the amount of coins that they cost. So you have your 3s, you're going to put them face up here. Then your 2s is going to create a new deck below it. And your 1s below that. There you go. So we've talked about the setup. Now we'll talk about the influence bag here. So just like in the first expansion, you're going to take the tile here with the anchor, which means the port expansion. And you'll put in all these tokens into the bag. I already pre-set up 3 over there. And then you're going to set up each action spot with the amount of tokens in the bag. So you'll get 7 influence tokens and put it here, 3, so on and so on and so on. Alright, so that's how you set up the bag every round. Alright, let's go to our player area, and only a couple of things really change. You're going to give everyone a boat. We're on a boat. That's it. So there you go. We're set up. We're ready to go. Let's go to rules. Alright, the rules. So this expansion deals almost 100% with just the new travel action. So everything else works exactly the same way. It's just when you do an action, a travel action here by pulling off a cube, you're going to be playing a different type of game than just the traveling of the base game. Okay? So now when you perform an action here by pulling off a cube, of course, just like every other action spot, you're going to send out your ship out to sea. Okay? So if your ship is at port, you always follow the same 3 steps. Right, first you need to hire a captain. Your ship cannot go in the world here without a captain. So the cost of the captain are in the top right, and you'll basically just pay the cost into the general supply, take the captain and put in front of you. So let's say you wanted this guy, you put him in front of you, and he's going to sort of give you an ability to move multiple times. All right, I'll get to that in a little bit. Second thing you're going to do is load your ship. You can load up to 3 different items on your ship. Let's just go see the anatomy of a ship. There you go, so you're going to see here not equal. So you can have 3 load spots here and you can load 3 different things. It can be anything from family members to goods to even grain. Anything. Alright, not money, obviously. Alright, so there you go, I loaded my ship. And second, you're going to move. At third, you're going to move. So that's where you're going to look at your captain. So your first movement is always free no matter what. You just have to pay time if you land on a time space. So let's say my first movement is here. I'll pay 1 time, and that was this movement right here. So every captain is exactly the same. You're going to move once for free. After that, you have the option to move again. So you see one more link here by paying the cubes on the right here. So this captain here, for a orange and a pink, I get to move again. So let's say I paid an orange and a pink. He'd move again. This spot doesn't have an hourglass, so I don't have to pay time to move there. Now you can keep moving as long as you can pay, but if you end up at a dock, you have the choice to either stop or keep going. All right. So let's say I want to stop there. No, let's say I want to keep going. So I pay the cost and I keep going. All right. At a certain point, you're going to stop. If you're out at sea, you just end your turn because you can't interact with the dock. But if you reach a dock, you'll actually stop and interact with the dock. All right. So there's a couple of things you need to look at a dock. There's 3 different options. First are these scrolls. 1, 2 here. Right, these are different selling opportunities where you're going to be dropping off goods to score the amount of points on the right away you get those points. Okay, so for example here, it needs a wagon or an ox for 4 points. So what I can do is I can drop off this ox to the general supply and I'd score 4 points right away on the point track. Alright, I made interaction here. All right. The second thing you can do is send out a missionary. All right. That's where all these orange churches come into play. And for that, you need to turn in the cubes and items. Some of them need the wagons, but you'll turn in the cubes here, and you'll drop off a meeple from your ship. Very important, has come from your ship, and put him in the church, so he becomes a missionary. All right. Don't forget to pay the requirement, and there you go. So for that, you're gonna score right away. So you're gonna score to 5 points right away every time. Okay. That church is now blocked from all players. The only time it gets released is if that character somehow dies in the future. Alright, so if he died, because it's generation 1, then that spot would open up again. Okay, let's talk about death now, and then we'll keep talking about travel. So anybody that dies out at sea, so anywhere in this blue section, the green, the first person that has a person die is going to go in the chronicle in the green section, just like usual. So you're going to look at the chronicle, green, put him in there. Once the chronicle fills up, anyone else that dies does never go into the anonymous grave. Alright, they lost at sea. So the first one's actually going to go here. Well, actually, after you fill up the chronicle, the first one after that, it's going to go here and it's going to score 2 points. The one after that is going to go here and you're going to score a point. And every other character after that that dies at sea scores no points. They're just lost at sea. You can either put them here or put them on the side of the board. Okay? Alright, so that's the death. Now we'll keep talking about some of the stuff that can happen out at sea over here. So if you did end your turn on one of these 3 item spots here, and you have free space on your boat, you can pick up the item and put it on your boat. So for example, if I ended my turn here and I had a free space on my boat, I can take the item and put on my boat. Again, you can't have 2 of the same item on your boat, so I can't pick up 2 things of cacao and put them on my boat. Very, very important. Okay? There you go. Those are the sort of 3 things you can do on the island. Send a missionary, trade at the scroll areas for points, or pick up the items. Alright? Now, in a future turn, if you're out already at sea, you have 2 options. You can either continue your journey at sea. So let's say I was here and I just wanted to keep going. You can just keep going as per usual, paying the cost of your captain and so on. Or you return to dock. Alright, let's talk about returning to dock. So let's say I had moved all the way here and I'd pick up a chest and I really wanted to return to dock. So on my following turn, when I do a travel action, I can return my boat to the dock by paying 1 time. You always pay 1 time, it's written right here, to return your boat out at sea to the dock. Alright. First thing you do when you do that action is you discard your captain. So let's say I had this captain for that journey. As soon as that's over, return this guy to the game box. You're not going to see him again. Okay. The second thing you're going to do is all the items currently on your ship, you're going to unload them. Okay. Essentially, anything that was on your ship while it's at sea is unavailable to you. When it returns back to port, you get it back into your personal supply, so you can actually use them. Now, what are these items? Let's just touch on them. Treasure chests are just a way to make coins. So what's going to happen is you can either do it right away or wait. I don't know why you would wait. You just flip it over, you discard this token, and you collect that many coins from the general supply. So those are treasure chests. Cacao and bales of tea, they're only used during the market action up here. So when a market action is triggered, there's always 2 customers that want cacao and tea. You're going to turn in those items for the listed reward on the right. So cacao is always going to give you 7 points, and tea is always going to give you 5 points and a coin. Alright, so those are basically all the rules for the port expansion. Alright, so before we get started with the playthrough, I just want to touch on a couple of different modules that were added in the game box that you could play with if you want. So first thing is, now you can actually play both expansions together. So you're given now these new tiles that have both the anchor and the beer, and you can play both expansions at the same time. So you're going to replace the Chronicle here with the inn, and replace the Anonymous Grave here with the brewery, and you'll basically play with everything. Alright, this is just telling you which cubes go in the bag, and I'll tell you which spots are filled up equal to the amount of players. Okay, so that's the first part. If you're doing that, what they do is they give you 4 more villager cards that you have to add into the inn deck. There are 4 cards in the inn deck that used to deal with traveling. Take those out. These 4 replace those. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing you could play with in now are these life goals. So you have silver and gold. So you're gonna hand everyone one of each. All right. These are just end game scoring opportunities that you could do during the game. All right. The only thing you really need to keep track of here is look at the top right of every single card. And if you're not playing with that module, just take the card out of the deck. So let's say I was playing with the life goals here, the gold ones, with only the in expansion. I would take out this card because this card deals only with the port. All right. Same thing here. If I wasn't playing with the in like I am right now, I would take this card out because it would be useless for me. All right. So you have one that's for less points, which is the silver deck, and you have one that has the gold point totals. I'm not going to play with this for my playthrough. They're just end game goals. They just direct you in a specific way. But I won't play with this, and I won't play with the in. I just want to show you how the port works. You are free to incorporate this in your game or not. All right, let's start the playthrough. All right, welcome to the playthrough of just the port expansion and without the first expansion. All right. My thoughts are at the end of the video, but I would definitely suggest to play the first expansion before this one because this one's kind of funky. All right, so let's get started. I'll be first player. I'm playing blue and against blue and yellow. So I'm going to try to actually do a lot of stuff at C this game so you can sort of see how it's going. Unfortunately, it is up there. I'll try to zoom in later in the game just so you can see a little bit better. So for my first action, I think what I'm going to do is get a guy out there in the crafting world to start something up. Or, you know what, I could alternatively get another family member and then send a level 2 out there to make stuff. You know what, yeah, let me just make stuff right away. Show you how that is. I'm going to take a brown cube, perform that action. What I'm going to do is send one of my generation 1 guys. And what do I want to make? I think I'm going to make an ox. I like to start off that way. It's my usual starting thing. So that's going to cost me 6 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of time. That's going to give me an ox. I'm going to take an ox and place it in here. Maybe I'll get a few oxes or something, and then I'll go sell them out there and out there when I go out to sea, and you'll see how that goes. All right, now I'm going to go to blue's turn. So everyone's going to sort of do something different here. So let blue go get a family member. So he's going to take a an orange cube, and he's going to get his first generation 2 worker. There you go. Now we're going to go to green. I think green is going to look at the market up there, and he sees a ton of scrolls. Almost everything needs scrolls up there right now. So he's going to go into the crafting action here, and there's a ton of pink, so he doesn't want pink. He's going to take a green first. And I think he's going to send one of his guys to get trained in making scrolls. So that's going to cost him 4 time and get a scroll. He's going to get a scroll 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now back to me. So now I think I'm going to go get a family member before all of these disappear. I already have a brown cube, so let me get an orange one. So that's going to be making a generation. So I'm going to go grab a level 2. So you always grab the lowest number available. So you start off with 2s, then when they run out, take a 3 and then a 4. Right. So this is going to go into my little play area here. So let's go to blue. So blue doesn't really want to get shut out of making things. So I think blue wants to go travel as well. So although what he's going to do is he's going to send a level 2. So he's going to do a crafting action. I guess he'll take the orange one. Although he already has an orange one. Sure, I'll take another one. There's a ton of pink out there, so he's not worried. So what he's going to do with him is make a wagon. So it's going to cost 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to get a wagon. So wagons in base game and in the in expansion, you'd use wagons to do the initial movement out there. In this expansion, wagons are only used to take up missionary spots and to trade them directly for victory points. So he's gearing up to make points out on the seaboard. Alright, let's go to yellow. So what does yellow want to do? Yellow got a scroll. Yellow can go get another scroll. He doesn't mind getting more scrolls. Sure, before these all disappear, that's what he's going to do. He's going to take a pink. And he's going to make another scroll. Alright, let's go back to me. What do I want to do? Actually, wait. Sorry. My bad. He would not have done that. He doesn't want to get shut out of getting another family member. So let him do that before getting another scroll. So If not, I would have definitely jumped on that. So he's gonna get a number 2. Alright, now it's my turn. So what do I want to do? I think what I'm going to do to get some hay right away at the start of the game is I'm going to take a pink. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn in a pink and a orange, these two, into the general supply. And I'm going to create a plow. So I'm going to get a plow. I'm going to chuck these into the general supply. So I didn't really want to train somebody there. But there you go, I created a plow. So now if I go get grain, I'm going to get 4 instead of the usual 2. So blue's up next. What does blue want to do? Blue doesn't have any green cubes, doesn't have any scrolls. I think he's going to go create some scrolls. He's going to train a level 1 here. So he's going to take this. He's going to pay 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to get a scroll. Alright, back to yellow. Now what does yellow want to do? Looking at the board. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Alright, yellow's gonna go train somebody, I guess. He's gonna take the pink cube. And I think what he's gonna do is gonna use a level 2 to create an ox. He's gonna pay 6 times. Create an ox, but he crossed his bridge, so he has to kill somebody. So he's going to kill a Gen 1 that was in his farmhouse, and it's going to go in the chronicle right over here. Alright, now it's back up to me. I can go get grain now, but it's sort of overkill because there's plenty of cubes in there. I could get another family member, which wouldn't be bad. Although if I go get cubes, I can go get a green one maybe, because I don't have any green cubes. And I don't have any items to put on my ship. I do want to go sail later, but it's going to be a useless sailing action unless I just go get an item and come back, because I don't have anything to drop off for points. I do want to keep my 2 items for now, because there are a lot of points. Unless I do build a wagon, then I can go up there and score 11 points up there by trading in all those items there. That's not a bad idea, actually. Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna do this. So this is gonna cost me 2 time. 1, 2. This is gonna go back to the general supply. And now I'm gonna put a. Do I put a Gen 1 or a Gen 2? I think I'm gonna put a generation. Generation 1 there. Here, I'll put a Gen 1, and that's going to cost me 4 time to create a wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I crossed my bridge, so I got to kill somebody off. I'm going to kill him off, and he's going to go into my chronicle because he was a farmer right over here. But I do get a wagon. Let's get this wagon. So if I really want, I can load all these 3 things into my ship when I sail and get 11 points at that dock all the way up there. That'll be interesting. I'll see what I want to do. Alright, that was my turn. Blue's up next. What does blue want to do? Can't do any more crafting. That's gone. Blue's looking around. Doesn't have any green discs, or he has a scroll actually. But he doesn't want to do that action. He can send people into the church. Yeah, sure, let him do that. So he's going to take a pink. Take one of these. He's going to take 3 times because he doesn't have a brown disc. So 1, 2, 3. This is going to go into the bag for the mass. I'll put it right here for now. And he has to kill somebody, so his farmer is going to pass away and go right over there. Okay? Now it's green's turn, and green has scrolls. I think green's going to want to go here. So he's going to take the... He has one of each already, so he'll take a pink one. And he's going to go here by paying 1 time. And by discarding a scroll. Right, each jump there takes a scroll, and he's going to pick up this because he landed here. And that's going to make him first player next turn, not this turn, next turn. Alright, now it's my turn. I do want some green cubes so I can go up here and maybe next turn and put my Gen 2 can go up there. Maybe that's not a bad idea. So maybe if I can get this green cube and then make delivery with a green cube here, might not be such a bad idea. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, take this green cube, that's gonna give me 4 grain because I have an ox and a plow. So now what does blue want to do? I guess everyone's gonna just go get green at this point. So I think he's gonna take a green one, and he's gonna get 2 grain only because he doesn't have a plow or an ox or a horse. So he gets 2 by default. I think yellow's gonna do the exact same thing. Just gonna pick up 2 grain because he doesn't have a plow. And then it's back to me. What do I want to do? The choices. I mean, I could send somebody into the church, and I do have a brown cube, but I want to keep my brown cube. Alternatively, I just realized that if I send out a ship, if I occupy that spot there, I can send out a missionary for a wagon and a brown cube instead of sending him to the church. I can't sell because I don't have any of those items up there. Although I do have an ox and a wagon. That's 6 points, but I'd rather use those up there. It's a combination, will give me 10 points if I use the wagon here and the ox over there. Let's see. Ideally, I'd like to get another item before I set sail. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take this green cube and forego my action, so that next turn or in a following turn I can go green and move up on the green track because I'll have 2 green cubes. Should I send out my ship now? No, you know what? I will send out my ship. So I'm gonna take this green cube. Alright, so now when you send out your ship, first thing you do is you have to buy a captain. So that's gonna cost me my coin. So I'm going to throw the coin into the supply here, and I'm going to buy the first captain here that was worth 1 coin. So he's going to go on the side of my board, put him right here. So he tells me that my first movement is free. Obviously they're all the same here, and I can pay orange and pink to move again. Unfortunately I don't have any orange or pink, so that's fine. Now I get to load my ship. I mean, I can go, I think I'm going to put my wagon for sure, because they're useless in this game now. They're only used for shipping, so I'll do that. I could put a grain, but the problem with grain is it's the other way from where I want to go. The grain selling point is here, and if I'm going up here, unless I use my my wagon to all the way up there, but then it's a long way around. It'll take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movements to get up there. A little too much. Because the wagon spots are on this side as well. They're here, here, and here. So I'm not gonna put a grain because that goes that way. So I think what I will do is put a ox, so I can sell an ox up there, and then I can maybe pick up a chest and come back. So let's try that. I'm gonna load an ox, and I'll load a level 1 guy, and I'll hopefully make him a missionary. And now I set sail. So the way it works, I get to move 1 spot for free, so I'm going to move here. Alright. And that cost me 1 time. So I'm going to go here and give myself 1 time. Now, I could have the option to move again if I can, but I don't have those cubes, so I can't really move again. Alright, there you go. That was my turn. Now blue's up next. What does blue want to do? I mean, doesn't really like any of these options. Blue doesn't want to send another priest, another guy into the church. So I think what blue's gonna do, and he doesn't really want to travel right now. He didn't create enough goods. So I think what blue's gonna do is, here, he's gonna send the guy into the council chamber. So he's gonna take this. My dog is making a ton of noise. He's gonna go here. He's gonna discard a scroll. He's gonna pay 1 time. And he's gonna go here. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a benefit because somebody already took the ring, but at least next turn he'll be able to get 2 cubes, which is huge, and then get any item he wants. So those are pretty good spots. So go to yellow. Does yellow want to travel? Yellow only has an ox. Doesn't really want to travel. Yeah. And he doesn't want to sell. So I think what he's going to do is going to go here. He's going to take this. He's going to turn in a brown cube. And he's going to put one of his guys in the bag for the church. There you go. So both yellow and blue have guys about to go into the bag. I'm going to hold them right there. Now back to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you more sailing. Why not? So I'm going to go up here. So I'm going to take this to show you another sailing action. So I'll take a brown cube. So I get to sail again. Because I'm at sea, I don't have to do the buying captain or loading ship step. I just do my ship moving step. So I'm going to move here once. Alright, now that I've moved there, I can't move again. So I'm actually going to interact with that dock. So the first thing I'm going to do is do the first part on the right, which is turn in a wagon and a brown cube for 6 points. So I'm going to turn in a wagon and a brown cube. Oops, turn that into the general supply. And that's going to allow me to put my little dude here as a missionary. And he's going to go to this church over here. And that's going to give me 6 points right away. Boom. I'm on the board. So there you go. And that didn't cost me any time because that spot doesn't have time. So if I move up next round, that doesn't cost any time either. And I'd be able to sell my items up there. Alright, so that was my turn. Now to blue. I think what blue's going to do is nothing else is interesting for him. So he's going to take a family member here for 2 time. Let's put that back in the bag. So he's going to take 2 time. He's going to take another number 2. Now yellow is going to get grain, so he's going to do this. He's going to spend 2 time. He's going to get another 2 grain. I don't want to do a market action, so I'm just going to take this and forego the action. The market action still happens, but nobody's going to be able to sell anything, so nothing actually happens. Now blue, he's just doesn't want to do either of these, so he's just going to take a cube and take 2 time. Actually, should he sail a ship? He only has a wagon, and that's it. He does have a brown cube. He could send off this guy over there to get 2 points and pick something up and bring it back. Alright, so that's what he'll do. He'll take this. I already gave him his 2 time. He's going to load a ship. He's going to put a wagon. He's going to put a... I guess he'll put a level 2. He's going to have a level 2 missionary out there. He's going to put a level 2. And he'll take... that's it. He's going to sail. So he's going to pay 1 coin. He's going to take the first captain here. So he's going to sell once for free. That's going to cost him 1 time. And now he could sail again. Does he want to? Sure, he's going to sail again. So he's going to pay a... for his captain, it's an orange and a pink. There you go. He's going to get rid of that. He's going to sail again. He's going to go there. And for there, he's going to do the exact same thing I did. So he's going to give up a wagon and a brown cube. Put a missionary here. That's going to be 6 points for him too. And he's going to pick up a... Actually, I forgot to do that on my turn. I forgot when I was here. The reason I unloaded stuff was to pick up a cacao. So I'll give this cacao to myself. Sorry about that. Retracting just a little bit. But Blue's going to do the same thing. He's going to get the tea leaves. He's going to put this in his book. There you go. So he's 2 steps away from maybe getting a chest, and I'm 1, 2, 3 steps away from. So we'll see who gets there first. All right. So orange is next, and orange doesn't have another guy to do this action, and can't pay for the well. So he's just gonna take this, take 2 time, and there you go. That's the end of the round. So I'm gonna do the mass right now. Get the. Oops. Put these tokens back in the bag. Oops. So the mass has 4 black meeples in here. So I'll be adding a blue one and a yellow one into the bag. So shuffle them together. So neither of them are gonna pay because they're kind of broke. So we'll just take out 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see if we got a blue one. No, it's only the yellow one comes out. Yellow's gonna score 2 points for sure because he's the only one there. And does he want to pay green to move him over? He has a ton of green extra, so he's gonna pay 1 green. Actually, no, he's not gonna pay a green. It's kind of pointless for him right now. This is a level 1. He'll probably end up dying later in the game, so it's pointless for him to move him over. So there you go. There's the mass action. I'm just gonna fill up the cubes, and I'll come back for turn 2. Alright, so welcome to turn 2. I just filled up the cubes, I put the ring back, and yellow's now first player. So what does yellow want to do? I think yellow just wants another green cube so he can move his guy at the end of the round. So I think he's just going to get another family member because he doesn't have any. He's going to do that. He's going to get another level 2. And basically nobody has family members now except for me actually. I got a level 2, but it's my turn. I really want green so I can start moving my guy up. Although I do need an orange and a pink because to move that extra space with my captain, if I go spend 1 turn to go there and get a cell, then I have to spend 2 movement to go get a chest over there. So what I'm going to do is take an orange and then get a pink in the following turn. Maybe I'll go there. So I'll do this to get a family member, get another number 2. Then we're going to go blue. He doesn't want to get shut out really, so he's going to get a brown one. He doesn't have brown. And he's going to get another number 2. So now we all have a bunch of workers ready. So yellow's going to go again. So what does yellow want to do? I think yellow might go make something. I think he wants to make a plow as well. Or make some scrolls. I think he's going to go back to make scrolls. Yeah, sure, why not? So he's going to take a... What is he missing? He really, well, he doesn't need green because if he makes scrolls, he doesn't need green. So he's going to take an orange one here, and he's going to spend 2 time to make a scroll. 1, 2. He's going to make a scroll. Next, we're going to check. It's me. So I'm going to do what I wanted to do. I'm going to take a pink, and I'm going to move into here. So that's going to cost me 2 green cubes. And one of my number 2s, so that's going to cost me 1 time. Just move myself 1 time, and that'll give me the ring. So I'm first next turn. Alright, there you go, that was my turn. Now, what does blue want to do? Blue does have a worker, a number 2. What does he want to do with it? Doesn't want to go out to sea. Maybe does he do an action to move twice? Well, to move twice, he needs an orange and a pink, which he already has. So he can do that now if he wants. So yeah, let him do that. I think because he does scrolls already, he's going to take a brown one instead. And what he's going to do is he's going to move twice by using a brown and pink. So he's going to go 1, 2. That's going to cost him 1 time. And he's going to pick up a chest on the way. There you go. Alright, now it's yellow's turn. I think yellow wants to sell next turn, so he's missing either a wagon or another scroll to get those, but I think he wants to go for the big points there. So what he's gonna do is a wagon costs a pink and an orange, so that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna take a pink and he's gonna pay a pink and an orange to get a wagon. Let's get a wagon back to me. Before that stuff runs out, I don't want to get screwed over. I'm gonna do a sail action. So I get to move my boat 1. I'm gonna stay at that dock and I'm gonna sell the ox that I brought along on my ship. So this ox was on my ship. I'm gonna sell it at that island. So that island gives me 4 points for dropping off an ox. So I'm just gonna get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, at 10. Alright, it's pretty good. Now blue's gonna go. Blue has a couple of options. Blue can actually return his ship back and he's gonna score all those points from the chest and he's gonna get the tea bale that he got, and that'll help because if yellow launches a merchant action now, nobody's going to be able to sell except for yellow. But he does need another green to move up his guy here. So he's going to actually do this. He's going to take a green. He's going to perform a crafting action. And I think what he's going to take is... yeah, he's gonna make a scroll so that he can move up his guy later. So he's gonna spend 2 time to make a scroll. And he crossed the bridge, so he has to kill a number 1 guy. So he's looking at the board. So it's either him, or the guy that's stuck in the bag. I don't know about the rules. If he's stuck in the bag, do you pull him out? Not sure about that. But because he just made a scroll, I guess he'll kill this guy off. And he's gonna go in the yellow section right over here. Alright, so yellow's gonna go next. What does yellow want to do? What does yellow want to do? I think he's gonna just go get more goods so that he can go sell a lot. Yeah, so he's gonna take the orange one here. He's gonna make another scroll. 1, 2. And he's gonna make a scroll here. There you go. And now it's my turn. What do I want to do? Let's see. I need to move again. I would need these 2, which I do have now. I don't want to lose all my cubes this round, so allow me to move 2 so I can go get my chest. But then I would just be stranded there till the following turn because I wouldn't be able to return them to port. I could alternatively use my 2 green to go here so I can go get those 2 tokens as well. But you know what? I'm gonna go get an orange here and get a family member. So that's my last number 2. The next one I take is gonna be my number 3. Alright, so that cost me no time. So we'll go to blue. Blue's looking at the board, and what does he want to do? He's got 1 scroll. Okay, I think what blue's gonna do. Yeah, I think he's gonna do it now. He's gonna use up this token here. So he's gonna take 2 time for that, and he's gonna return back to port for 1 more time. So let's spend 3 times total to go back to port. He's gonna. You start off by always discarding your captain, and he's out of the game. Next thing you're gonna do is anything on your ship gets unloaded, and then he reveals his chest, and look at that, he got the big one. So this gets discarded from the game, and he's gonna get 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Lucky blue. Alright, so that was blue's turn. So we'll go to yellow. And I think yellow is going to... I think yellow's going to perform his merchant action. So he's going to take this. And he's going to perform the action up there. And I think what he's going to start off with is he wants to get the 2 big ones. He doesn't mind giving us the 2 little ones. So he's going to go get the double scroll. This is a free sell. So he's going to get rid of 2 double scrolls. He's going to take this one here. Alright, now in the same order we get an opportunity to sell as well. So I'm actually going to get rid of a green and a time to do a sell. So I'm going to get rid of 4 grain to sell to this guy. So that's 4 points. Which isn't a bad return. 4 grain, which was 1 action for me because I had both an ox and a plow for 4 points. Pretty good. Then blue's gonna go. So blue will also get rid of a green and a time. And what he's gonna do is get rid of his scroll and 1 grain to deliver to this guy. Oops, sorry about my camera there. Glitched. Then yellow's gonna go again. He's gonna go bananas and sell his wagon and ox to sell to this guy. Alright, that costed him a green cube and a time. Oh, So he crossed the bridge, he has to kill somebody, he's looking for a number 1 on the board, and I think he's gonna kill off this guy. Alright, so now back up to me, I can't sell, back to yellow, blue. Blue could still sell actually. So blue's gonna do is gonna get rid of a green and a time to get rid of his bale of tea, right? So you can look here, and what's gonna happen is you just look at it on the right when you deliver. They can take as unlimited amounts of these. So he's gonna get 5 points and a coin. This gets removed from the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's gonna get a coin for that. So just look at that. In one turn, he got 6 coins, which is 6 points. Pretty cool. Yellow can't sell, I can't sell, blue can't sell, so the sell is over, and that was triggered by yellow. So now it's my turn. Wow. I think what I'm gonna do is I get another ox, so then I can do the grain next turn and get another 4. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trigger it. So that's gonna cause me to get 2 time. But then I'm going to use another 3 time to get another ox. 1, 2, 3. Now I gotta kill somebody. So let me get my ox first. Now somebody's got a pass. So I got a 1 there, there, or there. I think what I'm going to do is kill off one of the yellow ones because there's only 1 spot here left. And then next one I'm going to maybe kill him. He's going to go right here. So which one do I want to get rid of? I don't really want to get rid of the one that generates me an ox, so I'll get rid of this one first. I mean, in 2 revolutions, I'm going to have to get rid of him anyway, but he's more valuable to me. So he's going to go right here. Now I'll go to blue. What does blue want to do? Blue can keep putting guys into the bag if he wants, or in the church. Does he want to do that though? Sure, why not? He's gonna go into the church a lot, so he's gonna take a green one and put this guy into the bag. He's gonna take 3 time for that. I'll put that right there for now. Put it right there. Now yellow's turn. I think yellow's gonna do the same. He's gonna do this. Take 3 time. 3. So put this guy in the bag. Now my turn. I can take a green or a pink. I think I'm gonna take the green one, and that's gonna give me 4 grain because I have an ox and a plow. Oops. Make sure now blue, simple. Is gonna take this. Get 2 grain. Then yellow kind of got screwed. Doesn't have a family member to do this. This will just give him 1 grain. He can do this. Yeah, he'll do this. He'll do this and he'll pay. So I guess he'll pay 5 time in total to make an ox. So he gets an ox. Alright, then it's back to me. I wish I had a 1 more green. I would have moved my guy up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and forego my... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to take this and send the guy to the church. So that's going to cost me 2 time. 1, 2. Now, do I pay my orange, brown? Sure, 1. No, I'll pay the 3 time. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3. I'll lose up the brown. That's okay. There you go. So now I get to put one of these 2 in the bag. It's going to be really lucky if I get them out, I think. And there you go. So blue. So it's going to be blue. Blue can actually do this to get grain. So he'll do this. I'll take this. So grab 2 more grain. So now he's full to 5. But he's got to take 2 time for that. All right, he's got to kill somebody. Where are his number 1s on the board? Only this one. So he's going to kill him. This goes in the red section right over here. Now it's yellow. What does yellow want to do? I think what yellow is going to do is do this action, but he'll have to forego it. Actually, yellow still has... Yellow can do any action he wants because he has got a ton of cubes. Oh, sorry, I did forget to move this over. Just do it now. So what do we got coming? Horse, horse, wagon, plow, plow. Lots of horses and plows coming up. Okay. I think he's gonna pay 3 to do an action because he doesn't want to lose more time. He's gonna have to kill somebody off. If he kills somebody off, it's gonna be the red one, or actually, it can be the guy in the church. Actually, I think he's okay with that, just to fill up this chronicle spot. Sorry, brain melt. Sure, let him do that. He's gonna do. Sorry, he's gonna do this. Yeah, he's gonna do this to gain 2 time, just to kill off him. That'll go here, and he's gonna get 2 grain for that. So now everyone's got full grain. Well, except for me, I got 4 out of 5. And I'm last. I'm just gonna do this before go the action. That'll trigger the end of the round. So there you go. The round's over. So we're gonna do the mass black bag. We're gonna put our tokens in, and I think blue has so much money. He's definitely gonna pay to get his guys out. So he's gonna pay $2 to get his guys out. So rich. And I have no cash, and I don't think yellow wants to pay for his. So I'm gonna shuffle this up and take 2 more. Is red gonna get lucky? Let's see. 1, 2. Let's pull and see what happens. Oh, wow. That was unbelievable. So I managed to not take any of the black. That was kind of a miracle there. A miracle pull. Alright, so everyone's here. Oh wow, that was incredible. So now we all have the opportunity to pay grain in turn order. So yellow has to go first, and I think what he's going to do is pay 3 to move his level 2 guy to this window here. And I think blue is going to do the exact same thing. And I'm just going to pay 1 to move him to the next window. Actually, you know what? Let me just pay. Because I have an ox and a plow, I'm going to be able to get more grain, no problem. So there you go. We're all here and we're all at level 2s. Alright, so now we're going to score. So both blue and yellow are going to score 2 points. 1, 2. 1, 2. Because the tiebreaker is whoever's to the left, because they both have 2 guys in the church. Alright, there's the round. I'll come back, I'll refill, and I'll be first player, and we'll keep going. Alright, welcome back. I'm first player, everything's reset. Let's get going. So first thing I think I want to do as first player is go get a wagon. I got a plan. I think I want to try to go deliver down there. Because I'm crazy, I'm going to try to go to get this 12 points. So I'm going to do a crafting action here, and the cube that I want is actually the... Actually, wait, because I can move my guy here, and that'll give me my wagon. That's an interesting decision. That's interesting. Alright, let me do that way then. I'm gonna actually take this green, which will now, I'll have to turn in 2 green to move up this guy here, and he's gonna give me 2 cubes of my choice. I think I'm gonna take for sure 1 green. General supply. And I'll take a, looking around the board, I think I'll take a pink. There you go. Done. So we'll go to blue. Blue needs a family member, so he'll take a green to get a level 3. Yellow as well. I think he's gonna take a, what does he need? First colors. He does need a green to move his guy up here, so he'll do that. He'll take a, oh wow, he still had a level 2 guy. So he's really behind. He might take another guy this round as well. Yeah, blue's the most advanced on that. His next guy is a 3 and then a 4, and I'm starting my 3s now. So now, what do I want to do? Do I go here now? Or do I wait to get a fan, because this might disappear if they both do that again. So let me do that first. Maybe I'll get lucky and they don't do this action, but maybe they will. So I'll take a pink. Actually, maybe they will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll do this action first. I'm gonna turn into green again to move him over. That's gonna cost me 2 time. I don't think I paid the 2 time for that one. I'll pay the 2 time now. This one allows me to take any good of my choice. I'm gonna take a wagon. Boom. All right. So now it's blue's turn. Blue. Blue. I think blue's gonna put something on the board. Blue needs everything. He has no goods. He can make wagons. Not the best right now. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna take an orange because he doesn't have any, and he's going to make a. He's looking at what's coming up ahead, and I think he's gonna go make a horse or train a horse. You don't really make horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this guy's gonna go here and he's gonna get a horse. Alright, so if he goes this way, he's looking at what he can get this way. So if he's doing the same thing like me, he's gonna go deliver some people that way. Or deliver, yeah, it's gonna maybe go here so he can deliver here and maybe go be a missionary over here. So he's probably gonna go get a scroll and then send out a ship. Okay, so now yellow's gonna go. So yellow needs a plow to get grain. My dog's making a racket, which is fine. Actually, yellow does need another guy, like I said. So I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna take a pink cube. He's gonna get his first number 3. Alright, there you go. So now back up to me. What do I want to do? I still want another wagon maybe, because then I could... Alright, let me just move my ship. I'll show you how that works. So I'm gonna go grab a... it's gonna be expensive for me, but I will grab a orange. Alright. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay a pink and an orange here to move my boat twice. So I'm gonna move my boat twice. It's gonna go 1, 2. And for that, it's gonna cost me 1 time. But more importantly, I get to take one of those chests and put on my board. Ta-da! Just like that. So I got a chest and a cacao barrel. Alright, so what does blue want to do? So blue already knows, he's sort of gauging that he's going to send out his guy this way. So he needs another guy or somebody to put out at sea. So he's going to take this brown cube, take another guy. He's going to take his last number 3. Man, he's so advanced. He's only got 2 level 4s left. I think he put so many guys into the church. And he's going around the wheel really fast, so a bunch of his guys already died. So now it's yellow. So yellow's got options. Plenty of options. I think he's going to look up there and see that a bunch of plows, wagons, wheat. It's got so many cubes. I think he's just going to fabricate a bunch of things. He would love to do this action. Maybe he's going to do that later. Oops, I forgot to put the ring back. Because he wants to be first player and he's got green cubes. So he's going to actually get this green cube and do a crafting action. And what he's going to make is a... He's going to make a plow. So he's going to give up a orange and pink and make a plow. There you go. Alright, back to me. So I can send my guy back for 1 time and get my goods, which will give me some coins. But before I do that, what do I want to do? I can sort of make a horse maybe. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna take a colored pink one. There you go. Take a pink and spend 3 time. I cross the bridge. So, but I make a horse first. There you go. And now, unfortunately, I need to kill somebody off. So where are my 1s on the board? I only got 1 here, and I got 1 out to sea down there. That guy's gonna go in anonymous grave. That guy's gonna go in the green spot here, so I might as well do it for him. So now that spot opened up so somebody else can go be a missionary there because my guy got old and passed away. So blue's gonna go. I think blue's gonna get a... Actually, blue doesn't need a wagon. Okay, so blue has his guy, so he can send out his guy to C. He has the requirement there. He has the coins to pay for that right away. But he does want a fast ship, so he can go pick up some, maybe some tea and another... let me just double check here. He doesn't want a scroll. He wants a scroll so he can load up 3 things on a ship, trade them all for goods, and then put his guy there. Alright, so he's gonna go make a scroll. He's gonna take a... He needs a pink though. He has only 1 pink, so he'll take an orange. And he'll turn in a pink for a scroll. Next turn, he's ready to set sail and score a ton of points at that island right there. Alright, so now it's orange. Orange. Orange is going to take a brown cube here, and what he's going to do is he's actually going to turn in his 2 wheat for 2 coins. Actually, no way. Doesn't want to do that. That was silly. He's actually going to train somebody. Sorry about that. That was silly. He's going to go here so he can go next turn. He might do this action so he can get a guy in there. So he's going to get a scroll for 4 times. And that'll get him a scroll. Alright, back to me. So I still have the same option. I can do that. I can go get grain. Sure, before the orange disappears, because I'd rather get an orange cube, I'll take the orange cube here. And I'm gonna get 4 grain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill up all my 5 grain, which is great. Next, we're gonna go to blue, and blue's gonna set sail, and I'll show you what he wanted to do. So he's got a ton of resources. So what he's gonna do? All right, so this is what he's gonna do. He is going to buy a ship. So he's gonna do the ship action. So he's gonna take pink for sure because he needs it to deliver there. So he's gonna take the pink one. So now he's doing a shipping action. So you always start by paying a captain. And I think because this is 2 of any cube and this is a pink or a... Oh, so he sort of has to take this one. Because this one he needs the pink to deliver there. So he's gonna pay for this captain, which is 2 coins. Alright, oops. Alright. And then he's going to load a ship. So he's going to put a scroll, a horse, and a missionary. Alright. Then he's going to set sail. So he moves 1 for free. So that's 1 time. Then he's going to pay 2 of any cube. So he's going to pay, let's say, does he need brown? He needs at least 1 brown. Well, he'll pay 2 brown to move again. And now he's going to interact with that island. So he's going to sell his scroll and his horse. And that'll give him 8 points. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's already at 21. Wow. And then he's going to pay a pink and a brown to have a missionary in that spot, which will score him another 5. Wow. Okay. Well, look at that lead he's got. That's crazy. All right, so we'll go to yellow. I think yellow and I are falling behind. I think. Yeah, this is insane. What does yellow want to do? So yellow wants to do this action, but he's missing maybe a pink cube to pay 3 pink. So he's gonna do this. He's going to take a pink cube, so next turn he can do a well action. He's going to take this to take 3 grain. Alright, now it's my turn. So now I have one last opportunity to go get that. If blue takes that, then I won't be able to ship. So I'm gonna do that for sure. So I'll take a green. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna return. Well, I have a choice. I can actually go get the T, but then he won't be able to do anything afterwards. So you know what? Let me return to dock. So now it cost me 1 time. And now I get to unload my ship. So what did I get? 4, which isn't bad. Second highest. So that's gonna give me 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into my play area. Right over there. So still have another guy. Maybe I'll send out another ship soon. Alright, that was my turn. So yellow's gonna go. Sorry, blue's gonna go next. So blue can't ship anymore. He doesn't have the cubes to either do that. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna, I guess, get grain. He's gonna take this. Get 2 grain. Then yellow's gonna go. I think yellow, looking at the board. I guess yellow's gonna do this action that he wanted to do before. He's gonna take 2 time. And I think he's gonna make another. He's gonna make another scroll for 2 time. Another 2 time. Oops, that goes in the green bag. Where's my green bag? There you go. Now it's my turn, and I don't want to do any of these actions. So what I'll do is I'll do this, and I'll send a guy into the bag. So I'm gonna send him into the black bag. That'll cost me 3 time. Yeah, 3 time. All right, now blue. Blue doesn't have 3, can't do a well action, can't put a guy in, doesn't want to do a market right now. He'll just take this and get 1 grain. Alright, now yellow is going to do his well action. So he's going to pay 3 pink. Do a well action, which is here. So he's going to place his number 3 here. It's going to cost him 1 time. And it'll cost him a scroll. Although he does have plenty of green cubes. So yeah, you know what? He'll keep his scroll for next time. No, you know what? He'll pay in the scroll. There you go. Now back to me. And poof, this is pretty rough. I think what I'm going to do is start the market action. So this is going to cost me 2 time. Put this back in the bag. Now I get to do the first sale action. I can sell this, but I don't want to because you can always sell this. So what I'm going to do is actually sell my grain first. So that one takes 3 grain. So I'm going to sell 3 grain. And I'm going to take this one here. Now blue can't actually sell anything, so he's going to pass. Yellow, let's see, yellow could sell to there, and I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna spend a green and a time. Now he's got to kill somebody. Before he kills somebody, he's gonna get rid of a plow and a scroll. Take this one here. Then it's back to me. I mean, I can sell my wagon if I wanted. So I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get rid of a green and a time. Oh wait, I have to kill somebody for yellow. Wait first. So his number 1 is here, so he has to get rid of him. Sorry about that. Now back to me. I paid my time and my green. I think I'm gonna get rid of this first. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. So it's out of the game. So that's going to be 7 points. Let's go to 17. Right over there. Oops. Now blue already passed. Yellow's going to pass. I'm going to go again. And I mean, I could sell to this. But I really want to keep my wagon to go all the way over there later. Okay, so I'm gonna pass too. So everyone pass. So all this is gonna slide over. Oops. So I need 2 tokens. 1, 2. Done. Alright, that was my turn. Now it's gonna be blue. Blue can't do a well action and doesn't have a guy to do this, so he's just gonna take this and take 2 time. Put this back in the bag. And yellow as the last action, same exact thing. He doesn't have a guy. He's gonna take this and take 2 time. I forgot to give this to yellow. And basically that's the round. So we're gonna do the mass, which I'm the only one to add a token into the bag. And should I pay to take him out? Sure, why not? I'm gonna pay $1, and I'm gonna be assured to take him out of the bag. I think, although the chances of him coming out were really high because I'm the only one in there. So you know what? Never mind. I mean, the chances I take all 4 black tokens are close to none. Watch me do it. Shuffle them all together. 1, 2, 3. Is this 4? Wow, look at that. What are the chances? Should have paid that $1. That was a less than 20% chance. Anyway, alright, so that was that. So we're gonna score the... Maybe I should have paid because then I would have scored 2 points. Oh well, mistakes were made. So this is gonna score. So, well, we can move things up, but nobody's gonna want to. Yeah, so blue's gonna get 2 points. And there you go, we're done. I'm gonna fill the cubes and I'll come back. Alright, start of the round. So yellow's now first player. Refill the cubes. So I think he's gonna go directly in here and pick up a orange to get a level 3 family member. Try to make this faster. I'm gonna go. I'm sort of way behind on the family member track. So I'm gonna pick an orange. Take a number 3. So both other players are already on their 4s, and I still have another 3 to get. So that sucks. And blue's gonna go. And blue doesn't have any family members, so he's gonna do the same thing. He's got a ton of guys in the church, I guess. I'm gonna take his number 4. Now yellow's gonna go. What does yellow want to do? I think yellow's gonna try to move up this track, so he's gonna go make a scroll. So he's gonna take a orange to take 2 time to make a scroll. Then I'm gonna go. What do I want to do? I think I want to send out my ship as well. So I have a guy that I can send out. So I have a family member to send out. I have a horse and I have my wagon to pay for that later. All right, let's do it. Yeah, so let's do it. So I'm gonna send out a ship. So I'm gonna take a pink one, and I'll show you why. So I'm doing a shipping action. So first thing I gotta pay for a captain. So I'm gonna pay 2 coins to take this captain here. Oh, I forgot to discard this, my first captain. Sorry about that. Now I'm gonna load my ship. I'm gonna load a horse. Yeah, and a wagon. There you go. There's my ship. And now what I'm gonna do is send it off. So I'm gonna move 1 for free, but then I'm gonna pay a pink to move again. So I'm gonna pay a pink. So I'm gonna move twice. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna pay 1 time. All right. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna get rid of my horse, which is 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So my next stop is going to be up there for 12 points. Hopefully that'll leapfrog me over blue. Now it's blue's turn. I think blue... What does blue want to do? Blue does want to keep moving his ship also. So before all of those disappear, he's going to do that. So which color does he want? I think he's going to collect some green. So green. He's going to move his ship. So he can discard 2 of any color. He's going to discard 2 oranges. He's going to move twice. So he's going to go 1, 2. That's going to cost him 1 time. He's got to kill somebody, but it'll give him his bale of tea here on his ship. So which one does he have? So he's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. He dies. He's going to go in the chronicle right there. Okay, so yellows go. So you got a scroll. What is yellow gonna do to catch up on points? Oh my god. I think for this expansion you sort of have to go up there because I don't see how he can catch up. Although his merchant tiles are more valuable than ours, but not that much more. Alright, I think he's gonna go try to maybe be a missionary too at some point. So he's gonna need a wagon to go up there or just cubes. Or maybe he's gonna load 2 guys so he can load, make 2 missionary stops. Alright, so he's gonna go build. He's gonna take a pink. He's gonna turn in a pink and an orange to make a wagon. Let's see if he can make this work. He's gonna go try to make it over there so he can do 2. If he had a wagon and 2 guys, he can sort of gain 11 points there. Alright, then back to me. And you know what? Before this runs out, because I know somebody else wants to go do a action there, I think I'm gonna take the brown. Oh, that allows me to move once for free, so that's 1 time. Now I'm gonna pay 2 pinks, kind of expensive. Boom, boom. To move 2 more times. 1, 2. That's gonna cost me another time. So I crossed the bridge. I gotta kill somebody off. So that's my last number 1. Unfortunately, he's gonna go into the anonymous grave because there's no more spots in the yellow here. Alright, but over there I get to drop off my wagon and my brown to put a missionary over there. That's gonna be 12 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that, leapfrog. Alright, so blue, kind of upset with that move. So he can't go shipping anymore. He does see a lot of horses coming up over there, so what he's going to do is he's going to take a brown cube here. He's going to pay 3 times. 1, 2, 3 to grab a horse. That's what does yellow want to do. Yellow wanted to send out a ship, but he can't now. Though yellow can have a plan to get a ton of guys into the church. Though yellow wants to move up there too, so you can get 2 of any color. So I think that's what yellow's going to do first. He's going to grab a green. He's going to get rid of. He's actually going to get rid of 2 green to move his guy up. That's going to cost 2 times. And the 2 cubes he wants back are, let's say, a brown and a green. Alright, my turn. Let's see. I mean, that guy's stuck now. Now I gotta do a action just to bring him back, because he's sort of out to sea and he's got no goods unless I spend 1, 2, 3 actions, or it's gonna cost me 2 pinks to get him there, but unfortunately look at how many pinks I have. 0! So I might want to do actions to get myself some pinks, because it's going to cost me 2 pinks just to get to the bale of tea here. So I'm just going to go around the board and take as many pinks as I can. So I'm going to start with this one. So this one I'm actually not going to move my guy. I'm just going to take this to activate one of the powers before me here. And I think I'm going to take a good. Which good do I want? I mean, I'm looking at what's coming for sale. And I think I'm going to take a horse as well. A ton of horses coming up. There you go, I'll take this. Alright, so it's blue's turn. What does blue want to do? Blue could pay 3 and maybe get a treasure chest, but then he's going to be stuck up there. What does blue want to do? Blue does not need grain. Blue has a ton of grain. How does he get rid of his grain? Actually, blue wants to get rid of his grain here. So he's going to look at what's for sale. I think what he's going to do is take an orange. And he's going to get rid of... Jeez. You know what he's gonna do? Oh, there might not be a next turn. If we fill up these 2 this turn, Actually, it's a better chance that this happens because nobody has a farm that has a low level anymore. Unless you do this, this action actually lets you take a guy off from the board and add him back to your farm. So what you can do is take a level 2 that you have on the board anywhere else, bring him back to your farm so that when he dies, he's going to go into the Chronicle. Which is not a bad idea for blue, because that guy's kind of useless right now. So you can bring him back so that when he dies, he's going to go right over here. So what he's going to do is he's going to actually take this. Yeah, so he's going to take the green one here. He's going to pay 3 times and add his number 4 to the bag. He's going to have a ton of guys in the church, so he might score a ton more points than me here. So yellows go. I think yellow will just... I think yellow's going to steal this away from blue. He's going to take this. It's going to cost 2 times. He's going to take a level 4 family member. So I think he's going to dump a bunch of guys into the church next round. Next, me! What do I want to do? I wanted a ton of pink, so I'm going to take the pink. Take a pink. What action do I want to do though? Good question. I can create a wagon. Do I really need a wagon? Well, I can sell it later. Actually, what I'm going to do is actually turn in my 2 wheat for 2 points. Let's try that. Turn this in. The reason I'm doing that is I can do this next turn to get 4 more. So I'm okay with that. Now blue's gonna go. Sort of looking at the exact same thing, same option. Well, what he's gonna do is he doesn't want to lose access to one of those tokens. Although he wants to return his ship before he does that. Oh man. Tough decision. So what he's going to do, he's going to spend 3 brown. There you go. He's going to spend 3 down, do a well action. He's going to pick the port. He's going to spend 2 more of any color. He's going to move twice. He's going to spend 1 time here. And he's going to grab one of his chests to add on his ship. Boom. Done. Yellow's going to go. Yellow. I think yellow's going to trigger this before blue gets a chance to return. Just to be... Although he has extra tokens. Actually, you know what he's going to do? He's going to do this. He's going to take an orange. He's going to turn in 2 grain for 2 gold. Yeah, let him do that. That's fine. Then I'm going to go. I think I'm going to take a... Which color do I want? I think I'm going to take a... brown. So that I'm going to get 4 grain. Everyone's waiting to not trigger that. Alright, so I think what blue wants to do, he's going to actually pay it. It's really expensive. He's going to pay 3 green. He's running out of tokens. He's going to trigger port again. And he's going to return it to town for 1 time. And that'll unload everything. So he's going to score... Oh, that was terrible. Only 3 gold for that. Doesn't seem worth it anymore. But more importantly, he's going to get this. So the next time this gets triggered, he's going to actually get some good points for it. Alright, yellow. Yellow could trigger it now. But he wants to send a bunch of guys into the church. So he's going to take this. Put his number 4 into the bag. Then it's my turn. I think what I'm going to do is spend 3 brown to do a well action. I'm going to get a family member. So I'm going to get another number 3. Then blue's going to go. And I think blue's going to trigger this finally because they return their guys. So they're going to get 2 times. 1, 2. They cross the bridge, so they have to kill somebody off. So I think their number 1s are all here, so their number 2s they have there. So I think what he's going to do is kill off this guy so that he's going to get 2 points right away. Because he goes there. And now he gets to sell first. So what he's going to do is he's going to get rid of a horse and 2 wheat. get this tile here, which is 6 points. Pretty good. Then yellow's gonna go next, and he's gonna get rid of a green and a time to get this one here. Actually, wait. He can do both. Well, nobody's gonna be able to do either, so he's gonna do this one first, which is an ox and a scroll. Alright, then I'm gonna go, and I can only do the wagon or the... I'm actually not going to... I can get the 2 points, but I'd rather... Do I keep... Nah, you know what? I'll do it. I'll spend the green and a time to get rid of my plow for 2 points. 2 measly points. Now it goes to blue. Blue wanted to get rid of this. Oh no. Well, he can't now. He ran out of greens, so he can't do that. Now it goes back up to yellow. He's gonna spend another green and another time. He's gotta kill somebody off. But first he's gonna get rid of this. Get this. So who does he kill off? He needs to kill off the number 2. And before this disappears, he's gonna actually kill off, oops, sorry, he's yellow, and go here. So if one more farmhand dies, there you go. That's the game. So I'm only in here 3 times, which isn't great. It's not gonna give me a lot of points. Okay. Alright, so those are all the sailing actions. We're gonna slide everything over. I'm not gonna refill because we're not gonna get that far in the game. It's gonna end before that happens. So that was blue, so now it's yellow. And yellow's gonna, I guess, he's gonna take a... actually, yellow's a ton of cubes. He can do any action he wants. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna spend 3 brown. Yeah, he's gonna spend 3 brown to do an extra action. And what he wanted to do is go get another wagon. So he's gonna spend it to do this. He's gonna spend a pink and an orange to get a wagon. So now if he sails off, he needs those 11 points or he'll never catch up. Alright, there you go. There you go. Now it's my turn. What do I want to do? I can pay 3 orange to do any action I want. But I wouldn't mind sending another guy into the church. Wouldn't be such a bad idea. I think I'm done with the the exploration for now. Alright, so I'll do that. I'll take a brown. I'm gonna send this guy into the bag. Alright, so now it's blue. What is blue want? Blue has no more tokens of any kind. It's kind of maxed out. So he's gonna take a orange. Oh no, he's gonna take a green. Yeah, then it's yellow. Yellow is also maxed out. He's gonna do this. I forgot to give him their grain. So he's gonna get 2 grain for this one. And orange is gonna get 2 green as well. Yellow's gonna get 2 green as well. And we're almost done. Alright, so now it's my turn. If I take this, the round's gonna end. Or I can pay 3 to do a well action. I don't really need to do this action, to be honest. Oh boy, what do I do? See, I have to. I can actually go get the, but I can wait for next turn. If next turn when this fills up, I can go right away to the port to get that, or maybe get the chest and then return. That's my first 2 actions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pay 3 orange to do a well action, and my well action is gonna be actually to get my number 4 guy. Maybe I'll put him into the church or something. Let me keep him. And now blue has no choice. He's gonna take this. He's gonna gain 2 time, but he can't do anything with it, and that's gonna trigger the end of the round. I'm gonna do the mass. So the game's probably gonna end like in the first 2 or 3 turns of the next round because the chronicle or the anonymous graves are almost filled out. So I'm definitely gonna pay 2 coins to pull off my 2 guys. And the other 2 guys realize that they can't beat me no matter what, so they're not gonna pay anything. So we're gonna pull out 2. Actually, you know what? No, they're gonna pay because they want them to come out so that they can score points at the end of the game, because it might end next turn anyway. So they're gonna go like this. So there's no point in me pulling out cubes anymore, or meeples. So now we all get to move guys over. I have a ton of, so I'm gonna pay 3 to move 1, 2, 3, move them here. I'm actually gonna pay another 1 to move them here. And then the other guys are gonna pay as well, so they're gonna pay 3. Actually, you know what? He's gonna pay 4 to get the tiebreaker against me. Yeah, he's gonna do that. And yellow's gonna pay. He's gonna pay 3. Okay. Man, I don't like yellow's chances of winning this game. He's at 4 points and we're at 34. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna fill up and come back. Alright, start of round 5. Yellow's still first because nobody took the ring last round. So he's gonna start off by automatically triggering this to go sail. So I'm gonna go through the process. He's gonna buy this for 2 gold. He's going to sail an extra time, so he'll give up an orange one. Oops, an orange one. And basically he's gonna load this. Well, actually, before he did that, okay, that's gonna be second turn. Sorry, he needed an extra guy first. So he'll take a green cube, and he'll take his level 4 guy. He needs to send off both guys. So we'll do my turn, and I'll take a guy. So I'll take a green cube to take my last level 4. And I think just to move the game along, blue's gonna do the same thing because he has no more guys. Alright, done. Now, yellow would have done his action, so he's gonna load 2 missionaries into his boat. He paid the extra 1 already, so he's gonna move twice. So 1, 2, he's gonna gain 1 time. And now there, he's gonna drop off for a wagon and a brown. He's gonna drop off one of his missionaries there to score 6 points. There you go. Getting some points. He's gonna pick this up. Load on a ship. Done. Back up to me. And I think what I'm gonna do is take that action before they disappear. So I'm gonna do this. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna discard 2 pinks. So I'm gonna move 3 times. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna pay 2 times for that. And that's gonna allow me to pick up this pile of tea, I think it is. So I somehow have to move 2 more to go maybe go get a chest. So blues go. What does blue want to do? Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. I think what blue's gonna do is move a guy in here. He's gonna take the green. He's gonna pay 2 green. He's gonna put a guy in here. He's gonna pay a time for that. There you go. He forgot to discard his captain as well. Alright, back to yellow. He needs oranges to move his ship. Sure, he's gonna do that. Oh, but he has no more brown. He needs a brown before he does that again. So, and there's no brown on the board. That's unbelievable. So he's gonna take this brown and forego the action. That's insane. Because he doesn't have a guy to drop off into the... Or wait, he can get a coin for that instead. What? Wait. 1 second. You can pay with coins for cubes. So what he's gonna do is, he's actually gonna go get... Here, he's gonna pick up orange. He's gonna pay 2 grain, get 2 coins, and then next turn he'll replace a cube that he's missing for a coin. All right, back to me. I think I'm just gonna dump a bunch of guys into the to the church here so I can score a bunch of points. So I'm gonna take the brown. I'm actually gonna take the 3 time 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to dump this into the bag. Yep. And now blue's going to go. What does blue want to do? Blue's kind of stuck at this point. Blue wants to get more cubes so he can move up here. So he needs green. I think he's gonna go get this. Actually, wait. He needs green. So he's gonna get this. He's gonna get green. He's gonna get 2 green. He needs green to move up his guys here later. Yellow's gonna go. Now yellow's gonna move again. So he's gonna move once. He's gonna pay a coin and an orange to drop off a guy there. That's another 5 points. There you go, he's catching up. There you go, now back to me. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play a little strategic here. I'm going to take this. Yeah, so that's going to give me 2 time. But instead of gaining a family member, because I can't, I can get to move a family member back to my farm. So I'm actually going to move him back to my farm. The reason I did that is now if he dies, he's going to go here and it's going to trigger the endgame. There you go. So now it's blue who saw that and is very upset. So blue's going to actually take this. He's going to exchange 2 wheat into 2 coins. Now yellow's going to go. And I think he wants to go get a chest, but he can't reach there. Actually, he could. So he's going to take this, he's going to move 2 times. He's going to pay an orange to move again, so he's going to move 1, 2. So he's going to get a chest. He's got to deliver this back home first. Now my turn, and what I'm going to do, alright, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Take this, send my number 4 into the bag. And pay 3 time. Across the bridge, so I'm going to kill off the farmer. So he's going to come over here. And boom, that'll trigger the endgame. So let me come back. Alright, sorry. One thing I did screw up in the rules is I triggered the endgame, so the other 2 players do get a last action. I think I did forget that in the original first game and in the expansion. So what are they going to do? I mean, just to score extra points. I think blue's gonna do this. Actually, wait. Yeah, that's 2 points and that's 1 point. No, that's 5 points actually. So he's gonna do a market actually, so he can get rid of his T, and that'll give him 5 points and a coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's actually got the lead on me. And then he can sell, but he's got nothing to sell. I can sell. I actually have a horse. Ah, so I'm going to get rid of this and a time to get rid of a horse. Now give me this token here. Oh, sorry, I forgot to pay for that there. And that's it. We're done. Yellow has an extra action, sorry. What can yellow do? Yellow's going to pay 3 orange to do a port action before the game ends. Oops, this guy was here. I moved the wrong thing. To move back here to see what he got in his chest. And there you go. 4 coins. That's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably the best he could have done at the end of the game. I don't see what else. He could have moved up once, but that's a net of 2. That's 4 points. So there you go. Alright, so now you do a final mass. So let's see. I think we're all going to pay to get our guys out because at the end of the game, it's just extra points. So I'm the only one in there. So I'll actually pay my 2 coins to do my 2 guys out. And at this point, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get 2 points because I'm in there the most. So 1, 2. And who's going to pay to move their stuff up? I have no grain. Blue actually has 1 left. Move his guy up, and yellow can't. And there you go. That's the end game. I'm going to score everyone else's points, and I'll come back just to score mine. Alright, so let's score for me. So we're going to start with the Chronicle. So I got 4 guys in there, so that's 7. Then here's going to be 4. Now here, it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's going to be close. Nothing else scores. Go look at my player board. I don't have any coins left, so that's nothing. And I just have to calculate this. It's just 7, 8, 9, 13 points. Oh, there you go. That was close. Oh, there you go. There's the port expansion. I'll tell you my thoughts in a couple seconds. Well, that was the village port playthrough rules and setup. I don't think anyone's made it this far. Let me know down below if you did. That would be impressive. So what do I think of this expansion? It's pretty good. The one issue I do have with this expansion, I think that the travel is overpowered and you sort of need to do it. They sort of reversed the original game where it was underpowered. So what they did is they introduced this, but I think it went the other way. I think you must do it at least twice in the game to even have a chance to win, and have at least a couple of missionaries in there, because there's so much points, and you get points so much easier in there than actually selling to the market without having to spend cubes and all that jazz. Yeah, you're gonna do that every time. It's fun. I like it. You're gonna get chests. You're gonna get the cacao and stuff. It's pretty cool. So I guess at this point, the best way to sort of wrap this up, if I did all three videos, is the best ways to play for me. Honestly, base game and in is my favorite way to play. All three expansions is my second best way to play. With the port is my third favorite way to play. And just the base game by itself is my least favorite because it's just too simple. It needs a little something to get the game going. I mean, if I'm introducing this to a new player, sure, play the base game, but as soon as you play with experienced players or anyone with a bit of knowledge on worker placement, whatever, play with at least one of the modules to make it worthwhile. Also, if you do have 5 players, you sort of do need to play with either the in or the port, or the game is like way too restrictive, just the base game. Alright, well, there's my roundup of all of Village. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.